Hello, boys and girls, or whatever. This is Captain McCool from the Keep to the Code and Brethren Court forums. I'm making this video today because I wanted to show everyone what, in my opinion, is the easiest way to tie a Jack Sparrow sash. I know that there have been a lot of questions regarding this, and there's been a lot of debate, and I've talked to a couple of people about it, describing how I do it, but so far it seems like most people are still kind of a little bit confused, so I figured a couple other really great sash tutorials have been done in the past, and I thought I'd go ahead and give my shot at doing one myself. So if you'll follow me into the facilities where there's a nice big mirror, we can take a look. Just a sec. Go right in there now. Okay, here we are. Sorry for the echo, and hope everyone can see me alright, eh? Very good. Okay, so I'm going to aim the camera here at my midsection. Sorry about cutting off the rest of me, but I've got my belt with me. I've got my baldric over here for demonstration purposes, and the most important part of the sash, I forgot it. Just a sec. Rule number one, always be prepared. Alright, here we go. Okay, so here we have an IKEA sash. It's not an Acme sash, so it's got a little bit of a heavier quality to it, much heavier material, not linen, it's a cotton of some kind, I think. And I've frayed it up real good. You can see the seam where we had to splice it together here. And that seam is normally in the middle, but the way I've cut the ends of mine puts it kind of off to the side, so I won't use it as a marker here, but if your seam's in the middle, you might want to use it as a marker. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to pick it up, make sure that the ends are even, and then we're just going to put it this way across our stomach, and then wrap it across in the back, like so that it crosses in the back. And a lot of people have said that they haven't seen this in the movies, but I maintain that if you look at a couple of scenes, you can see it crossing over a little bit, though most of it's covered with the belts. Alright, so now that you've gotten it crossed over the back, you want to kind of adjust to make sure that your left hand end is actually a lot longer than your right hand end, and you'll need to just play with this to see what works for you best, but you want to tighten it up like that, like the man corset that it is, and then you take the left side. It's really, really simple. You get everything nice and flat. That's a big important part, otherwise it bunches up like crazy. So get everything nice and flat across here. And then this is it. This is all it takes. You take the left side, you cross it over the top of the right side. Once again, making sure it's all straight and flat so that it doesn't roll too much. And then you just take it as if you're going to do a square knot or a granny knot. You take it like this and you put it under and tug on it so that it ties. And unlike a granny knot or a square knot, instead of pulling this end all the way through, you're just going to pull it through and leave a loop like that. Alright, and then you can adjust. You're going to have one end in front of the other. Just adjust that. You're going to have this bunched up a little bit, but that's not too big of a deal. Just kind of spread it out as much as possible, because the top fold over here will cover that. The loop will cover that. And then you just kind of pull out the loop as far as you want it, and that way you get the right length on the loop, and then you can also adjust the length of the ends. The way I have it has one end significantly shorter than the other, as you can see. But if you adjust it correctly, play with the lengths a little bit, you can get them to be both exactly the same length, or one just a little bit longer. It's just up to you. And that's basically it. So then you just take the belt over the top of it, and as you can see, it actually holds itself pretty well. You can roll up the rest of this to make it all fit like Jack's in the new movie. I know his is a lot wider. But then I'm just going to do this Curse of the Black Pearl style today with one belt. Just belt it right under here, make sure that that belt goes under. And if it wasn't staying before, which in my experience it usually always does, but if yours is an Acme sash, maybe it is a little bit sort of limper, not as stiff as the IKEA sash, or if it's just not staying on you, the belt should finally put it all in place. Now you'll notice here that my seam usually lies on my right hip. If you don't want that to show, if you've got an IKEA sash, you can always just kind of pull this down. And the belts, if you're wearing Dead Man's Chest through the rest of them, if you're wearing that style, the belts will mostly cover it. But there you go. That's basically it. And that way, when you put your baldric on here, that loop will just come right through like that. And you can even take a little leather lace and tie it around your belt so the baldric doesn't move around. And that's basically it. So I hope that explains it for everyone once and for all. As you can see, the preparation and the finishing touches are actually probably a little bit more complex than the actual sash tying process itself. But there you go. Hope that helps. And, you know, simple, easy to remember, like I like it, eh? Very good. All right. Well, take what you can, give nothing back, and I hope that this helps you guys out. Cheers.